Welcome back, traders, to today's video, Euro USD using the volume profile. We'll be roughly picking up from where we left off in regards to the video that I did on Euro USD around 6 days ago, and we're going to be making plans as to what we need to prepare ourselves for moving forward. Now, this is mainly going to be done off the daily time frame, and if we go any lower, it would most likely be the 4 hour, right? I can't see this going any lower than that. Bearing in mind, this is a swing trade channel, so we get the best results on higher time frames, supposing to go into lower time frames, right? So with that said and done, we're just going to get straight into it, right? Now, not a lot has changed off the last analysis that I did on this channel in regards to what I was expecting Euro USD to do, right? Not a lot has changed at all, right? Not a lot has changed. So for example, a couple of weeks ago, we had to make a decision in this area. So we had to make a decision in this area over here as to what we was going to do, right? So my whole thought was price is going to push up, but at the same time I had to prepare myself to be able to take certain advantages or take advantage of certain opportunities if and when they showed up, right? And as you can see, market is kind of taking its sweet time to make a decision as to if it is going to do the things that we are expecting it to do. So the first is we have a relatively small low volume node in this area right here, right? So in this area we have a very small low volume node located in that area, and that needs to move, right? So that needs to move. We need to get rid of that. So that's exactly what we're going to do now. We're going to take care of that right now, get rid of that, and we're going to move this low volume node area to an area where there is a possibility of us getting new entries for long positions, right? So basically right now, as it stands, we are in the low value area, right? So we're kind of up here, which is the low value area. And then down here, if I make this smaller, down here is the high value area, okay? At some point, I believe price is going to get to this particular zone over here, okay, but I'm not sure how or when it's going to make these moves. So based on that, we're kind of making our plans in this location and putting in the right kind of safeguards to make sure that we always know when price is going to be moving in a direction that is going to be in our favor, that we can tap into nice and early, right? So as it stands, this is how everything is looking from my point of view, okay? So we have a low volume node in this area right here, which is just above the high value area of the volume, the volume high, right? The volume high of the volume profile. So that's this little orange line going across right here. And then we have a little zone right here, okay, which is between 1.15494 and let's just say 1.14500. Yeah, so just sitting nicely in between those two zones at the moment. And my whole vibe is this: if we get a close below this level over here, okay, which is where prices close below the value area high, right? So it's now back in the high value area. Then I'm going to assume price is going to be heading down to the bare minimum point of control, which is this right here. It will be coming down here somewhere, right? Now, in my opinion, right, before that even happens, okay, we will get the nice little early warning signals from up here. So from up here, we're going to know it's heading down in this location just based on what price is doing. Now, yes, I do understand not everyone is a swing trader when it comes to currencies, okay? So chances are most people would kind of want this either on the 1 hour or the 15-minute to make decisions on what Euro USD is doing. in my personal opinion, I can only deliver what I would do myself. So I can't deliver things I wouldn't do. So based off that, this is why everything is done off a higher time frame. Hence why there's a lot of waiting around, right? So I just thought I'd just put that there for you guys, right? So with that said and done, first things first is we can see the bullish push to the upside is looking great. So we're going to get rid of this, right? Because this is just there for aesthetics. It's not really doing anything important, right? So what are we looking for right now? Well, first things first is we're looking for buys from 2 locations and we're looking from sells from 2 locations as well, right? This is what's taking place right now. So as it stands, with this channel that we have in this area over here, the consolidation that we got going on right now in this location right here, okay, this situation over here has a high probability of breaking downwards just based on how it is, okay, right? Coming into this area, this is where I'm thinking of taking buys from, right? But at the same time, in this area up here, okay, this is where I'm expecting price to reject from as well. So we could think about taking sells in this location. Now, here comes the situation. Here comes the situation based on what it is that I'm seeing right now. Now, if I put a trend line, so I'm just going to draw a little ray across this, right? Okay. Let me make this white. Okay. So, if we get price close above this trend line over here, okay, then in all fairness, I'm assuming that price is breaking out and is going to head into this zone over here, right? Which is great. This is where I'm looking to take myself from. But at the same time, I'm only looking to take sales from this location if we get price go into this zone and close under. So that will be 1.18500, right? Because that will give me the confidence to say that price is coming down and therefore it will make sense for me to start selling. Why? Because I've begun to see price move away from this zone. This is why this is the only way this will make sense to me, right? If I see price close above 1.19500, then I'm assuming that price is going to continue pushing higher. So I may want to consider taking longs in this position. All right. Just because it has blasted through and is moving away. At the same time, down here is where I'm thinking about taking buys as well. Right. I need price to close. So come into the zone. And this is 1.15000, right? And close above it. So which is we get a close, say 1.15537, and it's moving away. And I'll be like, okay, cool. I can take a buy from this location, and then I'll do that. Take a buy, right? But however, if I get a close under, so a close under this low volume node area right here, as well as a close below the volume area high, okay, where price would now be in the high value area of the volume profile, all this right here, I'm assuming at the bare minimum, price is coming down to point of control, right? And now we'll be plotting sales in that location. I would only be looking for sales in this location, right? That is how I would do it. So pretty much the analysis that we did last week, not a lot has changed, right? Not a lot has changed. Price is still dancing around in this zone. The last time we did the analysis, price was in this zone and it's still dancing around there, right? So that will be my analysis if you're looking for a long-term swing trade, right? If you're looking for shorter terms, then that's not what the analysis that I do now. I only do analysis for the long term. I think the rewards in that setup, it's a lot greater, it's a lot higher, and it's a lot respectable. And also as well, you can really build your account with a small capital or with a small account size. You don't really need a big account size to build up an account if you start looking at things in the in a higher time frame. That's just my opinion, right? So with all of this said and done, if you found the content useful, make sure you hit that subscribe button, you turn on the notification, and you drop us a like, and I will see you all on the next one.